Have you ever wished you could just download a new skill into your brain? Learn a language or just remember things way faster. Well, what if I told you that you could learn almost anything in just 48 hours? In this explainer, we're going to crack open the secrets of memory champion Tansal Ali and unlock the hidden power inside your own brain.
All right, first things first. We have to talk about a problem that every single one of us deals with. It's this super universal frustration, and honestly, getting a handle on it is the first step to fixing it.
I mean, come on, you've totally been there, right? That little jolt of panic when you can't find your keys? Or that awful, awkward silence when you've just met someone and their name has already vanished into thin air. We've all done it. It's just the worst feeling.
But here's the thing. It's not just you. It's not some personal flaw. The book we're looking at frames this as a totally modern problem. Think about it. We are just constantly being bombarded with information from our phones, our work, everything. Our brains just weren't built to handle this much stuff, and it leads to stress and, well, you guessed it, forgetting things.
And get this, even the experts start out just like us. This quote is from Tansal Ali. Now this guy is a 3-time Australian memory champion, but he once thought he had a shocking memory. He literally thought he was just born with a bad one. And his story is so important because it just proves that it doesn't matter where you start. What matters is where you can end up.
And that brings us to the biggest, most important idea in this whole thing. Ready for it? Memory is not something you're born with. It's a skill. And just like playing the guitar or learning to cook, it's something you can learn, practice, and get really, really good at. Okay, check this out. 24 days. Think about that. What could you do in 24 days? Well, for Tansal Ali, that number, it represents something absolutely mind-blowing.
Yeah, that's right. In just 24 days, he memorized 2 entire Yellow Pages phone books. We're talking over 2,000 businesses, their names, their numbers. That's more than 20,000 digits. And the crazy part? He didn't have some kind of special brain. He did it with a set of skills that, believe it or not, anyone can learn.
And honestly, that is the most powerful message we're going to talk about. You don't need a fancy degree or to be some kind of genius to build a super memory. All you need are 2 things: your imagination and, well, the willingness to give it a shot. So, you ready? Let's figure out how to fire up that imagination.
Okay, so here's the secret. Our brains, they're actually terrible at remembering boring stuff. Logical, dry information just goes in one ear and out the other. But they are absolutely brilliant at remembering things that are strange, vivid, and full of imagination. That's what makes your imagination the ultimate secret weapon for memory.
The main tool for this, it's a fantastic acronym called SMASH and SCOPE. The best way to think about it is like a checklist for your imagination. It's a whole set of principles you can use to turn any boring piece of data into a crazy mental movie that your brain literally can't forget.
So let's just grab a few from the first part of that acronym. Instead of just seeing something, you engage your senses. What does it smell like? What does it feel like? Then you add movement, so it's not just a boring, static picture. Use humor. If something is hilarious to you, you're going to remember it. Lean into pure imagination. The crazier, the better. And finally, use exaggeration. Make things gigantic or super tiny. The whole point is to create an image that's so weird, your brain has no choice but to pay attention.
Here is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. On one hand, you have a pen is next to a piece of paper. Okay, fine. Logical, right? But it's so boring your brain's already forgotten it. But what about this? A pen is furiously scribbling on a piece of paper, ripping it to shreds. Bam! Now you can see it, you can feel that crazy energy, maybe you can even hear it. Now that is something that sticks.
Okay, so we've got the main principle down. Use your imagination. Now, let's look at a really powerful technique. A practical tool you can literally start using, like, right now.
We're going to talk about something called the method of loci, or, as it's more famously known, a memory palace. This technique is ancient. We're talking thousands of years old. Ancient Greek speakers used it, and modern memory champs still use it today. The idea is simple. You use a place you know inside and out, like your house, as a kind of mental filing cabinet for information.
And here's how it works. It's actually pretty simple. Step 1, pick a place you know like the back of your hand. Your house is perfect. Step 2, plan a specific route through it, like from the front door to the kitchen. Step 3, take the things you need to remember and turn them into those vivid, crazy images we talked about. And finally, step 4, you place one of those bizarre images at each spot along your route.
All right, you want to see how this actually works? Let's try it. Let's build a memory palace together right now to remember a shopping list. It's a simple example, but trust me, the list is weird enough to be fun. Okay, so here's our list. A mobile phone, yogurt, a cucumber,
a chainsaw, and a tiger. You know, just your average Tuesday shopping trip, right? Okay, so let's take these items and place them in our memory palace. We'll just use a normal house for this. All right, let's take a walk through our mental house. First stop, the front door. But it's not a door anymore, it's a giant mobile phone that you have to swipe open to get inside. Cool? Now you walk to the bedroom. You go to hop on your bed, but it's just covered in cold, sticky yogurt. Ah, okay, into the bathroom. You reach into the shower to grab the soap, but instead you grab a big, slippery cucumber. Weird. You go to the sink to wash your hands, you turn on the tap, and instead of water, you just hear the buzz of a tiny little chainsaw. And for the finale, you open the kitchen cupboard, and a live tiger just jumps out at you. Now, take a second, walk that path back in your head. Front door, phone. Bed, yogurt. Shower, cucumber. Sink, chainsaw. Cupboard, tiger. See, it's that easy and that unforgettable.
Okay, so that was just a silly shopping list. But just imagine taking that exact same skill, that mix of imagination and a simple route, and applying it to the things you actually want to learn.
I mean, the possibilities are basically endless. You could use this to absolutely ace your exams, to learn a new language, to give an entire speech without any notes, to finally remember people's names. This isn't just some party trick. It's a key that unlocks faster learning for pretty much anything you can think of.
And like this quote says, the whole point of education isn't just to know things, it's to do things. It's all about action. You've seen the ideas, you've seen the tools, the only thing left to do is to actually use them.
Look, your brain is way more powerful than you probably give it credit for. It has this massive, untapped potential for learning just waiting for you. And now, you have the keys. You know how to unlock it. So the only question left is a simple one. What are you going to choose to learn?